have in mind for you, Avinash. If you're comfortable, you can answer it. So let's say if I was a total stranger and I am a total stranger to you, I've just been introduced as a hacker. So would you
Yes.
trust me with your mobile phone? So let's say if we were sitting across the table and I wanted to borrow your phone, and I would say, hey Avinash, I want to make a few phone calls. Would you allow me to touch your phone?
No, never. Because you just
Yes.
introduced yourself as a hacker, so I will not
I
be.
have introduced myself. Yes, Arun has introduced me as a hacker, a very dangerous guy. Okay, how about your camera? What if I asked you for your camera? Would you be comfortable sharing that with me? I doubt. Okay.
Camera.
Yes. Okay. How about your address and your location? I
No,
have a reason for asking this. Okay, definitely not. Your contacts. I want to see
no,
all the contacts on your mobile. You'll say get lost very politely, as politely as you can. I'm sure. Uh, your Wi-Fi password, sir.
no. I'll not give.
I don't even share it with my best friend, right? So no way.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Okay. And your photos, documents, files, and all that media that you have on your mobile phone. So what's your answer, guys? All of you can contribute. You can type one in the chat box if you want to share this with me. You can type zero if you don't want to chat it, share such things with me. I'm sure the answer to all of these questions for you is going to be a big no, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Avinash, you're speaking for the
Yes.
class. So Avinash definitely is not saying that. Ashutosh is also very blunt and he says, not at all. I'm definitely not going to give you this information. And that's exactly the right attitude. The question is, can you be hacked? If these are the informations that you give to a total stranger, you can be hacked. And this is what your mom taught you when you were right there in school days. Please don't talk to strangers and don't give your information to total strangers, right? I hope everybody remembers that. Very simple. If you do that, you cannot be hacked, and if you don't do that, you can be hacked. So with that in mind, how many of you will give me this information? Zero. None of you will. Okay, so very clear. We are very clear that you people are very clever, and you will never share any such information with a total stranger, right? We will. I'll just hold you to this in a minute. I will come back to this. Let's talk about something that is available on the internet free of cost. So I'm sure all of us have played some games sometime or the other. We have downloaded Temple Run. We have played what do you call those games where you that Subway Surfer, Ludo, and PUBG, and Angry Birds, and all these games. So Avinash, how much do these games cost us?
Hello. Come again, sir. I didn't get you.
How much do these games cost us? What is the cost of these games to download these games and to play? How much does it cost us?
For all these games, it is free in Play Store. I think.
Okay, all these games are free. Okay, so you are telling me that Subway Surfer and Temple Run and Ludo and PUBG, and do you think there is a manufacturing cost involved in these games? And
Yes, of course.
uploading charges, and then you might have
Yes, of
maintenance
course.
charges, and then there might be servers because it's not one or two people downloading this game, millions of people, right? Hmm?
Yes.
So wouldn't it be costing us a lot to develop these
Yeah.
games? Costing us a lot to maintain and upgrade the server and all that. And in spite of that, they are giving it to us free of cost. Wow, that's very nice. Yes,
That.
right, absolutely right, Dhruv.
Mhm.
Right here, again, we have got WhatsApp, we have got Instagram, we have got Facebook and YouTube. And I don't even need to ask you whether you downloaded these. I'm sure you have all downloaded. By the way, these are the technological giants. These are number one industries in the world today. And how much does Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and WhatsApp charge you for, if you want to watch a video? Does YouTube charge you anything? Does Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram charge you anything for a post? It doesn't. Then how do these people survive? How do these poor people make a living if they are giving you everything for free? Yes, the answer is no. Okay, Ashutosh says no. Dhruv has answered that question. by saying that these apps will ask for permissions. They will, yes, here is the answer. Whenever you are downloading anything from the internet, that is FREE, that's a magic word that we all love. Okay, it's free, absolutely free. So let's see, when you are downloading something that is free, what are they asking for in return? I'm sure you've seen the screen before, but we have never bothered to read it. So it's time for us to read it today. So the first thing it's going to ask you for is the app history. When I'm talking about app history, I'm not talking about World War One and World War Two and Nazis versus the Allies. When we are talking about history, we are talking about what have you been doing on your mobile phone. So all that information is stored in the history, and you have just shared that information with somebody. Your identity, your contacts on your phone, your photos, medias, your files, your camera, your Wi-Fi information, your Bluetooth connection, and device ID and call information. You shared it with a company called Share It, lovely name. You shared it with WhatsApp. You shared it with Instagram. You shared it with Facebook. You shared it with any software that you have ever downloaded free of cost on your mobile phone, on your computer, on your laptop, and even anything that you have downloaded free of cost on torrent, and you have pirated some softwares. So I asked you 2 slides ago a simple question asking you whether you would trust a total stranger with your smartphone, your camera, your address, your contacts, Wi-Fi password, photos, documents, files, and all medias. And you told me get lost. You said you will never share such information, and yet 2 slides later you will agree that you have all shared this information with a total stranger, unless you have had lunch or dinner with the people working at Sharit, by the way, and you know them personally. So that can be another matter altogether. And you have also had lunch and dinner with people at WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube and any game that you have downloaded on the internet. So, my dear friends, welcome to the cybersecurity world. Hackers are not people who will ask you for your information. Hackers are people who will steal your information in such a way that you will not even come to know that your information is gone, my dear friends. And that's what today's session is about. It's about awareness, not only about how you can be hacked, but how you can protect yourself from being hacked and how you can convert hacking into your career. And there is nothing wrong with being a hacker. I am a hacker, and there are several types of hackers. There are the good hackers and there are the bad hackers. So obviously the bad hackers wouldn't come and tell you about this. The bad hackers would take away your credit card and put a virus on your computer, and they would steal your data. Whereas the good hackers will come and ask you for information. So now, if you had, let's say, a maid coming to your house, a maid servant coming to your house and telling you that I'm going to sweep your home for free, would you allow that maid to sweep your home for free? Okay, I think Ashutosh has answered that one also with a vague no. Obviously not. Obviously not, he says. Okay, so we wouldn't allow any maid servant to come to our house and sweep it for free, because we know that she will clean our home. Yeah, in the wrong way. So we understand that on the physical platform. What happens on the virtual platform, guys? What happens on the virtual platform? Why do we download stuff from the internet that says that I am sea cleaner and I'm free? See, it's free, and I'm going to clean all that unwanted stuff from your computer. I'm going to clean all that stuff that is unwanted from your mobile phones. We all have certain tools which are free tools that are on the mobile phones. And when you are downloading those free tools, they are cleaning your home for free, and they are also cleaning away your stuff, the things that are important to you, the things that are useful to you. Okay, so we definitely do not want to be caught doing, you can say, downloading the free stuff, simply because whenever you are downloading anything, whether it is a mobile phone or downloading anything on the mobile phone or on the computer platform, remember that there is absolutely no free lunch. Okay, so nobody ever gives you anything for free. They are taking much more. The only two people I know in the entire world who gives you something for free, one is your mom and second is God. Okay, these are the only two people who can actually give you something for nothing, and the rest of them are always going to get you are going to get hacked out of it, one way or the other, and that's life. So let's talk about the gadgets that are being used by hackers today. To hackers, it's not the normal things that you are expecting. A hacker can hack your bank very easily. So a hacker does not actually need a machine gun or a gateway card to hack you. A hacker would usually use a computer, a mobile phone, and an internet connection, and that's about it. That's more than sufficient for them to hack you. So how can a hacker basically hack your ATM? That is demonstrated clearly in this figure. As you can see on the left hand side, you see an ATM skimmer that is fitted over the original card slot. So when you put in your your ATM card or any card there over here, what happens is this particular card is copied. There's a it's cloned, and the hacker has got your card details. Now on the right hand side, what was missing was your PIN code. So your PIN code can be hacked by these hackers using a fake keypad that you see on your right hand side, storing your 4-digit PIN. Now the hacker has got your your bank account number, has got your ATM card details, and that person has also got your fake keypad. Check your messages after 5 minutes, your account will be empty. So that's exactly what ATM hacking is all about. And so as cybersecurity professionals, we went and we told the companies which were into ATM manufacturing. We met the people who were developing credit cards, and we told them, guys, there are these skimmer machines. You should be wary of them, and you should do something about this so that people don't get hacked. So what they did was they solved the problem by removing the concept of putting the cards inside the machine. If you put the card inside the machine, it can be hacked. So what's the solution? They said, now you don't need to put the card inside the machine. I'm giving you a Wi-Fi credit card. Okay, so Wi-Fi credit card means there's nothing to put inside. So how can you be skimmed? How can you be hacked? So you only tell me, guys, has this made the work of hackers difficult or easier? Let's see some activity in the chat box, guys. Is the work easy or more difficult for the hackers now? By using Wi-Fi credit cards and by using Wi-Fi connections, is the work easier or is it more complicated? What do you think? It's just your opinion. You don't have to be. There's no right or wrong answers here. Yeah, you can't say. Ashutosh is not really sure about that. So what happened is, in fact, it made the work of these people hackers a lot easier, because earlier we had to physically put in that card here. Now you have got ready made. You could buy a very small Wi-Fi reader, and now you can read the card without even coming close to that particular person, even at a distance of anything between 3 feet to 4 feet. You just have to read that person's data. So you could just come close to a particular person and say, excuse me, can you guide me to the nearest McD or the nearest pizza store? And while that person is guiding you, you're not actually interested in the McD location, but what you are interested in the Wi-Fi credit card details. It is such a dangerous thing, and today most of our cards are Wi-Fi credit cards. The only way you can actually protect your credit cards from getting hacked is by using aluminum foils or some kind of stainless steel covers. Otherwise, the hackers can easily read your stuff. So your work has not been simplified. It has been a whole lot simplified actually. So now people can pick your pocket without even touching your pocket. From a great distance, they can hack you. So this is what cybersecurity experts are warning you about. You can be hacked by devices like these, which are being used by hackers. We have got spy pens that look just like an innocent pen, but it has got a secret hidden camera. It has got 1920 pixels of high definition video and audio recording. It can last for a week without being recharged, and it doesn't flash. It doesn't have any hidden, this thing lights. and it's completely able to record anything and everything that is going on around it, and it is easily available on this thing Amazon. Remember, I told you guys that you cannot use these for wrong purposes. It's just my job to show you that these are the things that are possible. These are the ways you can hack. It's a cyber crime to use this, and it's illegal to do that. There are other options here that have got spy bulb cameras that look exactly like that LED bulb or a CFL bulb that you're using in your homes. These bulbs are being used by hackers to hack people. These are also, of course, they have good uses also. In case you want to monitor your elder parents, or you want to monitor your kids, whether they are being treated properly in your absence by the babysitters. These can be used to find out whether your spouse is cheating on you or not. So these are some legitimate purposes for spy bulbs. They have got 360-degree views, and people wouldn't even come to know that they are being spied upon. The hidden hook spy camera is yet another technique. This is very bad thing that is being misused in some of the ladies' changing rooms for obvious reasons, and people don't even come to know that they are being filmed, and they are being, you can say, video recorded. So this is one of the bad things of hidden hook spy cameras. We have got spy socket cameras that just look like sockets, ordinary sockets, and they can even be used to charge your mobile phones, and people wouldn't even come to know whether they have been hacked, they are being this thing misused. We have got wall clock spy cameras that look or like just completely like ordinary wall clocks. The only thing is that these are secretly recording anything and everything that is going on in your house. So this is, you can just gift it to someone special, and you can find out what the heck is going on, anything, everything that is going on. Okay. The next thing is your ladies back spy. They use it in sting operations to find out what celebrities or what politicians have to say, and this is like a perfectly good way to hack somebody and make them say some confidential things, and then and people can't even make out that this is there. It comes with a 16 GB storage and very very clear audio and video recording, and people wouldn't even come to know that they are being recorded. Luckily for us, there is also an anti-spyware detection. This detector system can allow us to, check whether there is any such hidden software or any such hidden bugs available anywhere around you. These can be used to trace such bugs, and whenever you go to visit any VIP, when you go to visit, any particular person, usually they have some people who are using these devices to check whether you've got any hidden camera or any listening devices for you to find. Okay, so these are some of the tools that the spies use. We are not yet done. We are just getting started. We have got car unlocker. So this is a wonderful device. Remember, nowadays we don't lock our cars with locks and keys. Those days are long gone. Today we use remote controls and just press a button, and the car gets auto locked. So press a button and the car opens. So let's say that there is a hacker sitting right there in the parking lot with this particular device installed on his laptop, and as soon as you press the button, what happens is the car did not send a beep. So you probably think that the button didn't, it didn't get pressed properly. You press it again, and the car gets logged. It gives a beep, and you go happily for shopping in the mall. When you come back, what happens to that previous thing was it was recorded and it was captured by this roll jam attack device. And now, using this roll jam device, the hackers can enter into your car by unlocking it. Just by pressing a button, they will unlock your car. They can nicely drive the car and they will go away. And by the time you're back, all the parts have been sold away to the people in the garages around you. Okay. The next one is a rubber ducky keylogger. Rubber ducky is a very lovely tool that, if you allow me to come, somewhere near your, your computer system, or maybe I could just request you, excuse me, can you please take a printout for me? I would give a an innocent looking PDF file, you would take a printout. I would gladly, pay whatever is that printing charge. But what happened is, as soon as you plug in this thing that looks like a pen drive, it looks exactly like a pen drive. Of course, it has got some hidden mechanism that copies all the passwords that are stored anywhere in your browsers, anywhere in your computer system, and now that entire data is mine. It takes less than 30 seconds for this thing to steal all the information, all the confidential information. And God forbid, if at that time you have been doing net banking, or if you're logged into your Gmail or Facebook, I would get all that information also. Amazing. Okay, so that's your rubber ducky keylogger in action. The next one is your one of your favorite softwares, that is WhatsApp, guys. So, what if I told you that there is a tool available with which I can see all the chats that you have had in the past entire year? Everything, every single chat, even those chats or videos that you have seen and deleted, everything is still lying there in the server somewhere. They have been deleted from your device, but they are still available in the server. What if I told you that there is a software where I just need your mobile number, just the victim's mobile number? I'll just type that number there, and that's all I need. I can check, or I can download entire year's worth of data, whatever you have done on WhatsApp in the past entire year. That whole thing, all your chats with everybody can be seen. How comfortable does that make you feel, guys? And all I need is your WhatsApp number. Nothing else. I don't even need to know your name or anything. So yeah, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will scare you. So that's the problem with WhatsApp hacking. So and there are several such tools like these available on the dark net, and these are the dangerous tools. Now, while this might seem like a wonderful thing for you, this was there. Luckily, we have shut this down a few months ago. Earlier, this was live, and it was very very active, and it costs very less amount. There was a small subscription fee, very very less subscription fee that you have to pay for getting this information. And then after this WhatsApp hacking thing, suddenly a boyfriend and girlfriend started doubting each other, and then they had more breakups and more divorces in the courts started appearing. And once we cybersecurity professionals got rid of this WhatsApp hacking thing, suddenly now the courts are empty. Now no more divorces and no more breakups going on. Okay, so sometimes it is said ignorance is bliss, and that's literally true, and let's keep it that way. Okay, so that's it. Let's talk a little bit about why do hackers hack. One of the prime reasons, this was a survey done by people about why the hell do you guys hack. One of the best answers that we got is because they can hack. Most of the people hack it because they want to show off to their friends. They want to impress their respective boyfriends or girlfriends. Hey, I'm a hacker. Some people do it just for fun. Some people do it for pranks. Some people do it to steal information, to destroy your enemy's computer, or to for financial gain, for corporate espionage, or stealing your competitor's data and selling it to your competitor. It could be to take out frustration on an organization or a company. You could use it for cyber terrorism. Cyber terrorism is, of course, you know what is cyber terrorism. We are talking about, what's going on in the world now. So you no longer need nuclear bombs to destroy a country. You can destroy a country, and you don't even need, two aeroplanes to hit the twin towers anymore. If you really want to destroy the economy of a country, you just have to bring down, a few of the military, air force, navy, and the government computers. And if at all you are really, really a powerful hacker, you just have to destroy the stock market computers, and you are done. The entire country's economy is finished. You don't need to do anything else. So this is called cyber terrorism. The world has changed. The bad hackers are really bad, but luckily we also have good hackers, and this is what ethical hacking is about. Ethical hackers will work with the government, will work with the military, the navy, the air force, the banks, with multinationals and corporates, and make the security stronger. The hackers will hack the system, and they will inform the banks, excuse me, this is how you can be hacked, and this is what you can do to protect yourself from being hacked. You can fight and you can trace the cyber criminals you can anonymously expose the wrongdoings, whatever is going on in the government and top secret organizations, and you can expose those, the corrupt practices that are going on in the industry. And this is exactly what hacking is all about. So there are several types of hackers that we have got. We have got script kiddies. Script kiddies are those people who just download a couple of scripts from Google. They watch a YouTube video and then they go around telling their friends, "Hey, I'm a hacker, man." So these are the people who think they are hackers, but they are actually just at the very, very infant stage of hacking. Secondly, I mean, yeah. Then we have got the white hats. These are the hero of software stories. So white hats are the good guys. These are the people who will protect your networks. They will make sure that if there is a virus, that virus is eliminated, and they will use their skills to improve the security and repair the weaknesses that are there in the systems. So white hats are the good guys. White hats are the people whose job is to stop the bad hackers from doing their malicious things. So this is what I hope we are all going to become when we do this kind of ethical hacking courses. Then after the white hat obviously comes the villain of our story. The white hats were the heroes of our story, and black hats are the villains of our stories. These are also what we call as the crackers or the hackers, and these are the people who have got a lot of skills, but they misuse their skills to hack into banks, to steal your credit card information, to steal valuable data for personal profits. These are basically the black hats of our story. Now, in between the white color and the black color is the gray color. So, gray hats are neither the good guys nor the bad guys. Sometimes they use it for their own purposes, and sometimes they violate the laws and earn a little bit of profit for themselves. So that's basically the grey hat hackers. The green hat hackers are slightly better than script kiddies. These are the people who are caring about hacking. You guys can consider yourselves green hats because you have managed to come into this webinar and you are planning to upgrade your skills, and your job is to become better hackers. Red hat hackers are those guys who were once upon a time white hat hackers. These were once upon a time the good guys. But what happened is they're not exactly bad guys right now, but they are using their skills in the wrong way. They are using it aggressively. Sometimes they destroy the black hats computers. Sometimes they destroy the black hat hackers, and sometimes they are known even to go as far as to kill the black hats. So their method being aggressive, their method being very very you can say instigating. So that's why the symbol red is the danger symbol. The opposite of the red hat is the blue hat. The blue hats were once upon a time black hats. Now they have been hired by corporate companies. They are hired by security firms to find out the weakness in the systems. So now tell me guys, blue hat, why it was once upon a time a black hat? Why would somebody hire a black hat to do the job of a white hat? They already have white hats, so why the heck do we need a blue hat to do that? Any idea, guys? You got my question, right? They are hiring a black hat to hack into the computer system, but isn't that the job of a white hat? So why do they hire a black hat to do that dirty work for them? You can use the chat
White hackers
box
are
to
elite
give me your
hackers.
answers. You can unmute. Yes, sorry.
Black hat hackers are elite hackers. They use better methods than white hat hackers.
Okay, it's not as if yeah, right, you're right. It's not as if they are better than the black hat hackers, the white hat hackers. It's because of their
Because
mindset.
sir, because they have the experience in the dark web.
Hmm. The dark webs.
Uh,
Okay. Yes, they
so
seen the
so
dark web.
they are they are better in that field in just like crime, so that they will give the brief idea how will white hacker will catch that kind of hackers.
Very, very right answer. Very right answer by you. Yes. That's interesting. Yeah. Right. Okay. You're
Yes.
100% right. What happens? Yes, it's their mindset. And a white hat hacker like me, or a white hat hacker like you, would never think of illegal ways of doing things. We would try to hack the system legally, whereas these people would first think illegally. And sometimes you need a thief to catch a thief. So that's why we have blue hat hackers, right? So blue hat hackers are also important part of the equation. And the next one on my list is a hacktivist. So hacktivists are those people who will, they are basically what we call as the whistleblowers, and their job is to show that there is something, something wronggoings in the government, something happening on the political front. Of course, they cannot expose their names because otherwise they would be wiped out and nobody would even be able to find them. So the best way is to make sure that you are able to express your freedom of speech without getting caught, exposing the scams, whistleblowing, corruptions in the government. That is the good way of using your hacking skills. So these are the hacktivists, and we have got white hats, we have got the gray hats, we have got the hacktivists, we have got the green hats, and the script kiddies. These are the things that you want to be. You definitely do not want to be a black hat hacker. So all the others are acceptable. So as I said, one of the questions that people ask me is, like when I introduce myself as a hacker and I sit across the table with somebody, the first thing that they do is they keep their mobile phones as far away from me as possible. And then the second question they ask me is, so you are a hacker? Okay. And why are you so proud of yourself? They look at me as if I'm a criminal. So when I explain to them, that hackers are not exactly bad, they say, how can that be? All hackers are bad. So let me tell you, calling a hacker bad is like saying that a gun is bad. So is a gun good or is it a bad thing? Is a gun a good thing or a bad thing?
Maybe depend on that thing.
Absolutely right, Spash. So it just depends on how you use it, right? A gun is neither good nor bad. It depends on the user. If you're using it to save your country, the gun is a very good thing. If you're using it to murder somebody, it's a bad thing. Hacking is exactly the same way, right? So it depends on how you use it, right? So that was hacking right there. So now the question that is coming into your mind regarding hacking is, are there ready-made jobs in cybersecurity? Can I get a job? And why the heck is this fellow wasting my time talking about hacking? If it's good for me, I want to sit in the class. Otherwise, I'm going home, Baba. So let's talk about, are there ready jobs in cybersecurity? The first thing is, cybersecurity as a career is a golden opportunity, and this is right bang on 2021 coming up very, very soon. There will be 3.5 million unfulfilled cybersecurity jobs by 2021. You don't have to believe a word of what I say. You can Google it right away and you can check it. This is Cybersecurity Ventures itself that says that there are so many vacancies that are going to be available, and this statistics uh, are even more accurate now that we have come into this, the COVID-19 situation, where people are stranded, people are getting jobless. When people are getting jobless, cybercrime is on the rise. You must have seen that your friends, somewhere or the other, they are getting hacked. They are saying that my Google account has been hacked, my net banking has been hacked, my Paytm has been hacked. What the hell is going on? And it's very, very simple that hacking has risen, and the companies, the governments, the banking sector, the military sector, the navy sector, all are looking for cybersecurity professionals to save the world nowadays. And this is literally true, simply because everything that we do today is online. Okay, the hackers are online, your banks are online, your money is online, everything that you own is online today. How much money do you have in your pocket? And how much money is there in your bank? You can see that. Okay, and where's your bank, guys? Your bank is not in the local branch anymore. Today, your bank is online. So it doesn't matter where in the world the hacker is from. That hacker can completely hack your account and then they can nullify your account. And the worst part, we actually, as cybersecurity professionals, we actually know where some of these hackers are. We cannot even ask them. Okay, because they are in such countries where it's not even possible for us to go there. Okay, we know where they are, we know who they are, and we can't do anything about them. Why? Simply because there are just too many hackers and not enough cybersecurity professionals. And the systems are so easily infected that it's not possible for us to manage. Neither there is awareness, neither do we have sufficient people. Let's talk about cybersecurity as a career, and it's something that is not only paying you good, but you are also doing good to the country. You are also doing good to the world, and this is one of the most happening things to be there in. So I just showed you in the previous slide. Again, here we are seeing that there's going to be a cybersecurity talent crunch. It's cybersecurityventures.com. You can check out in the jobs. I'm sharing that with you in the chat box. And as I said, you don't have to believe a word of what I'm saying. You can very well verify it on your own. And that's exactly what's going on. I'm sharing it with you in the chat box. That's that same link. And you can check that out, guys. So this is exactly what we are talking about. This is the New York Times report that says that we need much more cybersecurity professionals. In fact, any newspaper that you pick up today is always going to talk about, you can say, cybersecurity course creating jobs for the youths, and virtually, colleges have got lots and lots of you can say these kind of things. The Sunday Independent talks about cybersecurity as a career path. We have got cybersecurity as a hot jobs for 2020. They are already going on. These people are sitting at home and they are making tons and tons of money by helping people and earning their bread and butter. You can use cybersecurity now. You can see it's right there. I'm taking actual screenshots from blogs. I'm taking actual screenshots of newspapers, and I'm sharing that with you. 1 million professionals to fill several jobs by next year. This one says working for the government. Your country needs you. What kind of careers can I get in cybersecurity? That's the question I promise that I'll be answering by the end of the class. And here's the answer. You can become an information security analyst. You can become a certified ethical hacker like me. You can become a security consultant. Penetration tester. Penetration tester is a guy who will break open the defenses of your computer system and will point out the weaknesses. You can become a vulnerability tester, and you can check the vulnerabilities or the weaknesses of the of the computer server, of the organization, of the software, and of anything and everything, and make sure that it is good. You can be a cybersecurity forensics investigator and find out who the heck did it. So that's the hacking ethical hacker equivalent of a detective, cyber detective. Then comes your ethical hacking and a cybersecurity trainer like myself, or you can be a chief information security officer. By the way, chief information security officers are the people who get the maximum pay. These are the people who are always in demand. No bank is allowed to open its shutter unless they have a CISO in their offices. It's a mandate by the government that says that unless you have got a certified ethical hacker and a CISO in the bank, that bank cannot operate. So it is mandatory for them, and you can imagine how many banks and you can imagine how many jobs are available simply because of this particular mandate. So here's your career map. You will want to take screenshots of these things if you want. You're free to take as many screenshots of as many slides that I'm showing you. We have got entry level starts with a cybersecurity specialist. You want to become a cyber crime analyst, then an incident analyst, and finally an IT auditor. At the mid level, you can start with by being a cyber security analyst. You can convert into a cyber security consultant and a penetration testing and a vulnerability tester. At the advanced level, you can be a cybersecurity manager, cybersecurity engineer, and a cybersecurity architect. Let's talk about some of those statistics. Since 2011, there has been zero unemployment rate in cybersecurity. That means if you ever do cybersecurity as a career, there is zero chance that you can become jobless. Okay, there is absolutely no you can say person who is not employed. In fact, it is said that 100% of the security professionals are employed, even though 1 in 4 are actually qualified. The other 3 are not even qualified, or they are semi-qualified. But In spite of that, people are hiring them. Okay, because the need is so much. Fulfilled cybersecurity posts, I've already told you that in the earlier slides, 3.5 million by 2021. That's a huge number. Hackers are getting smarter. Artificial intelligence is getting stronger. Hackers are everywhere. The cybersecurity industry does not have enough manpower to fight them. That is the reality today. What it says in simple question means is demand is more, supply is less. This is the perfect time to jump in. Cybersecurity salaries are right there on the screen. Again, you don't have to believe my word for it. Don't have to take my word for it. Just go to Google and search for cybersecurity salaries. You can search for cybersecurity salaries for freshers also, and you will see what figures are coming there. Okay, so these are the salaries for India. I'm from India. I'm showing you my screenshot. You can check out yours. Very well, you will get similar results in some countries, UK, US, Canada, Australia. The demand is even more, and you could earn as much as six-figure salaries in the very first year itself. It's that important there. So now it's over to Arun. And Arun sir, you can take over. And if you've got any questions, you can feel free to ask us absolutely anything.
Great. Well, thank you so much for that lovely session and informative session, Jasmine. As always, I'm pretty sure that many people might have got a lot of information at the same time, would be pretty much interested in knowing more about the same. A few things. The scholar 01, if you can give us your name in the chat box, that would be great. Otherwise, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. This is the right time for you to ask the questions. If not, my executive will definitely will be getting in touch with you. At the same time, you are in touch with Jignesh, so he will definitely email you or message you and keep a check with you guys as well. Any questions for now?
Sir, can you just provide the PPT?
Sorry.
PPT,
Can you
sorry.
provide this PPT?
Sorry,
Oh,
PPT. No, we will not be able to.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. But as I said, if you, of course, when you enroll with us, we provide you with material that you can definitely utilize.
Any other questions, anyone?
Yeah. Any other questions apart from that? Please feel free to ask. Okay. So I'm guessing there are no questions. So we will be getting in touch with you again.
Okay, absolutely.
If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in our, you have our chat numbers and at the same time email addresses. We'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for this wonderful session. Thank you everyone for participating in this webinar. We will see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, good night, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir.